Alright, missing name here. I'm gonna be trying this piece of shit again. I know it's been more than a month since the first and last video, but I decided why not, I'll give it another shot for the thread, and I'm also drinking a very large and strong vodka and tonic to help myself get through this, so... Alright, now I'll start commentary on the game. Okay, so the blind man we've seen before, his name is Sightless Sam, and he's going to tell us to go on another fetch quest for treasure and such. Please tell me if this sounds familiar. So we're basically going to wander back into the forest, past where the magical trees were that we had before, and we're going to find a cave with a stone in front of it. Now, in the last video, I could have gone over to it, and the stone would have still been there, but I wouldn't have been able to push it over. It's, I guess it's an effective way of making the plot work, but I could have just made a new zone and blocked it off. Whatever. So, on a whim, I just decided to see if I kept my shovel here, and if I would dig up here, something would happen, but no, they took away your shovel. So, yet again, more soldiers. Jesus Christ. I've decided that for every enemy I kill in this playthrough, I'm just going to have a sip of this drink. So, the thread still seems to be going pretty strong. That's always nice. Check it out if you have a chance, if you're a forum user. One game I've been watching the updates for is a game called The Sniper 2, and it's, well, just a terrible game. I mean, that was the whole point, but it's just horrible graphics, horrible gameplay, horrible voice acting, and at least the music's nice. Not in this game. I'm telling the truth for this, but I actually have the game on mute while I'm playing and recording, so I don't have to listen to it. I'm actually listening to Deep Purple, one of my favorite bands. But you're not here to hear me whine about that, you're here to listen to me whine about the game. So, this is the pistol we used before. Bullets are kind of finicky. It looks like you'd hit something when the bullet flies by, but it doesn't do anything. And you can have a bullet that looks like it's going to be way off, and it still registers a hit. And also hang it up on the dying animations for enemies, so you have to be really careful when you use it, or else you're going to waste all your bullets. But it's a powerful weapon. It one-shots most enemies. Oh, shut up. Now, this is the first level where I die. I know. Oh, add that one to your pirate choke list. But, yeah, I've mentioned this game seems to have terrible hit detection and terrible, just... I don't know how to describe it. I guess it would also be hit detection, but some places it looks like you would be walking, but you actually fall off the map. And then you can actually walk off the map a little bit in places, and you won't fall off the map. I don't understand it. I just chalk it up to shitty game design. Now, I was saying before that the flintlock pistol... not the giant fish hanging up there. The flintlock pistol has dodgy hit detection as well, and I found that the swords do as well. So if I do a lunge attack, I can be right next to someone and it doesn't register a hit. Or I could be quite far away from someone and it will register a hit. I don't quite understand it. It's not only my sword that does it, the enemy sword seems to do it. So that, in some cases, the animation for swinging a sword has quite a distance away from the enemy, but it's still effective. Also, another... I got hung up on the pillar, the invisible wall there. So these big pirates we've been fighting, they take 3 hits with the sword to kill, and, well, they're making me use up my potions. And it's not like the game doesn't give you enough of them, so I'm just going to be using them. Nice big swig to make up for all the enemies I killed and didn't say anything. It's a strong one. And yes, I'm still grinding coins because you need the upgrades for everything that they give you. I know it's going to get a bit tiresome, but I'm just going to keep it all in here so you can watch it, learn where the coins are, and also to go through what I'm going through. More scorpions, so that means there's probably some sort of special stuff up here. And, scorpions are impossible to hit. Have I mentioned that before? I'll mention it again. They're impossible to hit. And yes, I was correct. There's a good amount of treasure up here. This will bring us much closer to... I don't know why I got stuck on that pillar. It'll bring us much closer to our goal of getting 500 coins for the next upgrade. And it'll actually be a useful upgrade. Alright, coming up soon, this is where I die. There's a little walkway around here. I don't know how it formed. I don't know why they're guarding it. Maybe because it's treasure, maybe because it's a shitty game. But there's a potion and one of the gold cups. I want to say those are worth 2 coins each. But here I die because I got knocked off the edge by Bubba there. So I'm just going to ignore him for a little bit. I'm going to go up here. There's more scorpions. And that's the door I need to go in. So I'm just going to ignore that for a little bit more. I'm going to open it. I'm not going to go in. Because there's bound to be treasure somewhere else in this map. This needs more wine. Okay, so I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna revisit the pirate that killed me before, and I want to get that cup. Because I just want to get these upgrades out of the way as soon as possible. So, there's the cup. There's Bubba dead. I'm running out of things to say again. I don't know. I just don't know. This game is just so bad. So yes, more and more enemies. And they're actually guarding something rather nice. There's a golden jack figurine. That means we have an extra life. Makes up for the one I lost earlier, so I guess not all is bad in the world of shitty Pirates of the Caribbean. But now we have to backtrack and go back to that door I opened before. Now, these enemies, these green-shirted pirates here, they're about the same as British soldiers. If anything, they do slightly more damage, maybe like another pixel line worth, but they're really not that big of a deal. There's just lots of them. Now, there's another green potion, and it looks like you can go down to the, bottom left there, but you can't. I don't know. A better game might have had a secret there. Now we have 2 Bubba Pirates. If you remember from the introduction cutscene, they're actually one of the type of pirates drawn out in full detail there. If you really care about that sort of stuff. Now, I'm gonna use another potion because I'm running low on health again. But here we have a new enemy type. This is very much a boss battle. I guess you could call it that. These enemies take quite a few hits to kill. I don't remember how many. And since I'm out of pistol bullets, I can't really do anything from a distance. So they're just gonna come in close and slaughter me. Well, I don't lose a life here, but they just do a good amount of damage. See how much health that took off? That's about a fifth of my health bar. That was one hit. So, I've lost track of how many times it does take to kill them. But they were guarding the final treasure there, and this is what we've been looking for. Also, another potion, because we need it. Well, we've opened a treasure chest, and we found something. Note that we are back in Port Royal for the cutscene here. But he doesn't recognize a piece of the map from when he used to have it, so we're just gonna have to have the blind guy tell him what a piece of paper is. You know, you gotta wonder, how does a blind man know what a piece of paper is? Anyway, we have to go to this place called Crooked Cove. And we start back out at the tavern, and British soldiers have now surrounded the place because they realize there's a pirate living here, and they should probably keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't go out and murder more civilians and soldiers, but they're not doing a very good job of that, now are they? And yes, there's more treasure, all in the places before. You can't go to a different map. You can't go up north, if you want to call it that. So at least I did remember to block off your way going up there. See, you can't walk through the door. But, for the most part, Port Royal's the same as before. Soldiers everywhere, coins everywhere. And just the annoying goddamn music. And here, I really don't care about how much health I lose, because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have to get back to our ship so we can go to Crooked Cove. We have a group of soldiers here going around, ring around the rosy. I guess it's a popular pastime in the British Army. But there's 4 of them, and they'll take off a good amount of my health. Again, I'm not concerned. More treasure. Can't you tell? I'm excited by all this treasure. Can't you tell by the sound of my voice? We'll go back to the market. There's more treasure. And what? More British soldiers. Look at that. Okay, I lied. I do worry about my health here because I almost died there. I don't want to lose stupid life in this fucking place. More soldiers. I mean, no. As I mentioned before, you can't go anywhere if there's soldiers actively attacking you, so I can't just run out of my ship and just say, fuck off. So I have to kill them all before I get back on the ship, and I'll just use a pistol for it, because I'm not going to be needing it again on this level. Also, if you don't put the pistol away first and you switch to your sword, you'll still be using the pistol. I'll get caught up on the scenery there again, and now we'll be sailing. We have the map here. It shows us Crooked Cove. Check it, just make sure. Yep, it's a map. And I'm just going to pretty much ignore all the ships here as well, because I don't need to kill them. Not for this level, at least. I can't tell if they're pirate ships or merchant ships. I just can't do that. If you're really concerned about this game, you'll be happy to know that once you get 500 coins, you get an upgrade for your ship. So you have that to look forward to. There's Crooked Cove, and, again, dodge ships, and we end the level there. Take a guess what's here. Well, he already told you, but it's more treasure. We have to go find it. We have to go slaughter more soldiers. Is this anything new? And this looks suspiciously like Port Royal. Is this a glitch? No? No, or are they really just that lazy? They really were just that lazy. Look, there's a marketplace. That was by the ship. Except this time they've added a stockade there instead of a couple merchants. And we're just gonna ignore that soldier. There's another one down there, and excellent hit detection. Have luck with that, buddy. So we are started by another soldier. This is the way we're eventually gonna have to go, but you see there are treasures up there as well. A couple soldiers, I'll just skillfully dodge around them, get stuck on a tree for some reason, and pick up bullets. You can carry 9 at a time. And they're actually gonna come in handy in later levels. For the earlier ones where you have the musket, I'm sorry, flintlock, it's just not going to... You're probably not going to go through 9 bullets unless you decide not to care. Unless you just don't care. Still have 7 minutes of this shit left. So, I see that we didn't recycle the jungle from before. It looks slightly different. That's always a good sign. And more soldiers. We have to kill them as well. And we see that soldiers have learned to stand on ledges now. This could be an interesting development. Could not be. And we're just gonna climb up. And after we kill a soldier here, we're going to get a bit of dialogue that tells me maybe I should be going the other way. Kill him first. And more treasure. Now, for any of you playing games, you might take that as a sign as, this is the way you're supposed to be going, so why not fuck around? Hi, puppy. Why not fuck around and look for secret things elsewhere? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. There's another full health potion right there, which we're going to be needing. More scorpions, which I'm just going to say fuck you to. Even more scorpions. Seriously, the only reason they have these scorpions in the game is just to piss you off. I mean, there's no other reason why. You have to get right next to them. That's the only way they can hurt you is if you're actually on top of them. You have to get really close to them by moving really slowly to attack them. They take 1 hit to kill, and they just block your way. And I'm going to decide to use a pistol to take out Bubba here. Now, before it took 3 hits to kill him, this time it takes 1 hit to miss, and then another miss, and then 1 shot to actually hit him, and that kills him. So that's an improvement on the sword, at the cost of using up 3 bullets, because the damn thing's inaccurate. So yes, there's another idol here, and there's a door that we can't do anything about. I wonder if that will do anything important later. Use a health potion here, because I'm doing terribly against this guy. He's dead. And, oh look, more bullets. I'm actually going to be using some of them, maybe. Shush, puppy. There's nothing else in this room, so we're just gonna leave, go back. We're gonna have to backtrack all the way to where we had Jack say something about too many soldiers. You know, this is a pirate game. I should be drinking rum for this, but it's a little too late for that. So, yep. Grinding. More coins. I'm surprised. Can anyone recommend any good pirate games to me? Just please, tell me if there's any pirate games worth playing that... I just don't know. I mean, the closest thing I've played to a different pirate game was, Silent Hunter. It's a World War II simulator game, so you play as a German submarine. And that's piracy in a sort, but at least it's sanctioned by the government. This is just Jack Sparrow, we think, fucking around doing pirate things because he's a pirate. I mean, that's pretty much been his motivation the entire time. This is what pirates must do, so let's go do it. I briefly consider using the pistol on that guy, but I think it's not worth it. He's not even paying attention. So, more guards down here. I guess that means there might be something down there. But, back to Silent Hunter. Yes, you use U-boats to sink British and American shipping. It's an interesting game, and it actually makes sense, unlike this one. For one, you are actively trying to destroy British shipping to win a war, to deny the British of the supplies needed to survive. In this game, you're declaring war on merchant shipping because you are a pirate. You don't even board the ships and loot them. No, you just outright sink them. There's no point in doing that. In this game, what you're effectively doing is fighting guerre de course, or war of shipping, in French. You're trying to deny the enemy resources needed to survive in battle and both just living in general. So, we are attacking Port Royal's shipping, cutting off the British garrisons there, and we aren't doing a single goddamn thing with anything we destroy. There's absolutely no point to the piracy in this game, other than just for the sake of being a pirate. Okay, so that's my little bit of history. I'm gonna go back to whining about the game. I'm gonna run out of vodka by the time this game's over. But you can see in the top there's our final treasure chest. Also, a daring leap towards the enemy, followed by a quick retreat. And I try to take out the pistol here and kill this guy, but since I already have the sword out, I can't use the pistol. So I'm just going to use the pistol on this guy, and sniped. So, here, open up the king's treasure, and 561 coins. That means we get a cannon. So now we fire 2 shots per broadside. That's about all I can take for now, so, yep, good night.